Okay, fifth graders, here's a little homework help video that I said I would do for you guys. So let me just make myself a little bit of room here and erase some things. Okay, so first one I want to help you with is number 5 here. I've had 2 or 3 students ask me about that one. And it says find each product, shade the model to solve all the way across. And each one is nice if we just simply divided things vertically. So I would divide each one of these. So, well, let me back up here a little bit. Let's look at 5, 6 first. Okay, let's highlight 5, 6. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to shape of 5, 6. Okay, so these thirds. Here's divide that up into thirds. There's 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6. Each box is made up into thirds. Doesn't look perfect, but you get me. And so I could make it a little bit smaller here. I'll do how about a medium? And I'll use the same color. So here's the first. There's 3 thirds is 1. So here's 1, still going to be a little bit smaller. Okay, so there's 1. Whoops, I did an eraser. All right, that's good enough. And here's another third shaded. It's still too big. Extra fine. Did that come out extra fine? I think fine should work. Sorry, technical difficulties here, trying to get it to do what I want. Okay, so there's a third. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Here's another third. It's still too big. And 1, 2, 3, another. So third that I had. Here's a third that I had. Here's a third. Here's a third. Here's a third. Okay. So a little bit. 5, 6. Here's 1, 5, 6, and 2. 3, 4, 5. Each one of these 3 little squares would represent 1, 5, 6, and each one of those is about in first. So, the bars are going to be so we overlap. Right? And 1/3 times 5, 6. That's 5 over 18. Okay. So this over 18. Right? Page. I had a couple students ask me about that. So number 17, let's take a look here. It says, what value of n makes the equation 2/3 times n? Let me write it down here. 2/3 times n equals 4. So what does n have to be? This question. Okay. Well, 2 times 4 doesn't work. So what fraction could we multiply 2/3 by so it would equal 4/9? Well, here's another way to look at it. What times 2 is equal to 4? Well, 2 is times 3 is equal to 9. Well, 3 times 2 is equal to 2 times 2 is 4/9. So, about. Several students asked me about 21. Let's take a look at that here for a moment. It says in the voting for City Council Precinct 5, only half of all the eligible voters cast votes. If you multiply each one by 1/2, so it's going to be 2/3 times 1/2. That's going to be one answer, and then 5/8 times 1/2. That's going to be more votes. 2 votes. One half. On 2/3. And I'm going to cut it in half. So out there. And first, bottom line. And so then we get 10/3. So there's about a third. There's about a third. Okay, pretty close. It's just right about here. As you can see, is a little pass. Yeah, sure, it's a little bit more. So that's remember, to add or subtract fractions, you have to have the same denominator. What's the common denominator we could use? Well, obviously, 2 goes 6 twice 2 is 4. 2 is 6 3 times is 3. So here we have one number, the 1/2, whoops, is 3/6, okay, and so they have the common denominator of 6, and then 2/3 is equivalent to 4/6. Well, all you have to do is look at the numerator, which has a larger numerator. Well, 2/3 does. It has 4/6 versus 3/6. So 2/3 is larger. So going back over the question here, you could do the same thing. I could write tenths and 5/8. And I want to know which one is larger. What's the common denominator I could use? Well, I could use 80, but there's one that's even smaller, about 40. Evenly. So 10 to the 44 times 3 is 40. How many times? 6 times 5 is 30. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, I had to think about it for a moment. Okay. Which is larger? Well, there's a numerator on top here. It's larger than. So 5/8 is the larger fraction. So that's another way you could just compare fractions. Sometimes it might be easier just to draw a line, other times it'd be a little bit harder, and then you can this. Okay, I think that was it. Don't think there was anything else I was going to show you. So anyway, those were a little bit on the more difficult side. So the answer to number 21 is 5/8. Morgan received more votes. We don't know more votes because they didn't tell us how many people voted. But we know that Morgan received 30 40ths versus 12 40ths. So Morgan received more votes. All right, that's it. I will see you guys tomorrow.